Hello and welcome back to Project E46. Now today's video we're going to be doing something slightly different. We're not going to be fixing or mending or replacing, upgrading. We're not doing anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rear seats out of the car. Now, as you know, the whole point of this is for it to be a track car. Track cars, power, handling, but most importantly, I think for me personally, one of the most important factors of all of that is weight. And more specifically, having the unnecessary weight in the car taken out. And yeah, to start with that, we're going to be focusing on the rear seats, possibly the passenger seat as well. However, it would be still quite nice to be able to take people around in it for the time being. So I've had a quick look online. It looks dead simple. So I'll walk you guys through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll just take you over. And yeah, so very simply, it's this bottom bench down here that goes across there, and then the back's up there. Now, I don't actually know specifically how much they weigh. I'll put a figure on the screen now so we can see how much we're saving just out of this. But this is just the first step. I will also be stripping out the boot. We'll be doing door cards, all the sound deadening, and I'm just in the process at the moment of deciding which sets of bucket seats I want in the front. So there will be two, one for myself, one for somebody else to be with me. So I'll put the figure on for just the rear seats, and then I'll put a rough figure for all of the interior so we can see how much we're going to be saving all in all. But yeah, so hopefully I shouldn't get too dirty today, and hopefully nothing should go too wrong. But yeah, so without further ado, I'll get started and show you guys what we're doing. Right, so first things first, to be able to work in the back here, we're going to have to move this. Excuse the there's a bit of a mess in here, but so we'll bring that forward. And first things first, we're going to be taking these headrests out. As far as I'm aware, they just lift up and you just pull them out, and then the bench itself should just lift up and we can take that out, and then there's just a few bolts and clips around for the bolsters either side, and then there's just a bracket basically under here that holds each side of the backs in, and then they should just lift out. Now if that sounds incredibly simple, it's because in theory it should be incredibly simple. So yeah, let's just let's see where we go from here. Right, so I've set the camera up there. I don't know if you'll be able to see much, but apparently these just lift out. I don't know about that. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, one down. Let's start with this side. Right, that's those two out. Not in bad condition, to be fair. This definitely needs a hoover, I'll tell you that much. What is all of this? Yeah. Right, this one doesn't seem to be coming up. Right. Oh, it's 20p. Look at that. Making a profit. Right. So, and then as far as I'm aware... Oh yeah. Right, I am concerned that this is going to be filthy underneath here. For a 21-year-old car. I've never been under here. God knows if anybody else has. Oh, I feel like it would have been good to take these off, because I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. So here, it's just catching on here when I'm lifting up. But It's a couple pens. Don't know where those have come from. Maybe we will take those off. What size are those? They look like Torx bits to me, so don't know if you'll be able to see, but just there in those holes, so there's one there, oh, it's just two, looks like Torx bits. So in here, oh, wow, that was let's guess. Right, I'm gonna guess with a 20, and I'll come back to you once I've got the right size. Right, so it's turned out to be a T10. Unfortunately, the socket bits on my Torx sets are just they're too wide to fit in. So I've had to, in my other actual socket set over there, I've got one of these, which is just different Torx and screwdriver extensions, well, whatever, to put onto here. So we've got our makeshift tool, which should hopefully fit in. If I put that there. Oh, that was easy. There's one. And, come on, why aren't you coming out? There we go. So, that's not coming off. Right, I'm going to clear this out and going to try carry on to squeeze the bench bit out. Right, that's our bench. As you can see, all of the sound deadening rubber and plastic bits have eroded away. I'll show you in there, but it's quite a state in the back of there. I'm just going to put this down on the floor for a sec. But yeah, as you'll be able to see, it's just all, I mean, I don't even know what that's from. But yeah, you can see that it's just all cracked and just all a bit nasty. So we're going to give it a hoover in here. This, like, literally, it's just falls apart in your hand. Just everywhere. But yeah, so I think the next thing we're going to do is we have to get the side bolsters off, which is just, as you can see at the top of here, it's just one of these push pins. So we'll get something small to push that pin down in the middle there, and then this bit comes out, this bit of trim comes off, and then there's like a clip somewhere around here and one at the bottom there. So we just basically pull it out, and I think down and out, or up and out, I can't remember. But yes, we'll do both sides of that, and then we can fold the seats down. And then, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, there's just a clip in here, or a bracket, sorry, that just holds those in. One thing we're gonna have to be careful of is these bits where the bench clipped in. When we bring the seat down, I don't want to put loads of pressure on this and damage the back seats. Because I think we're probably just going to give them a clean and either sell them or turn them into a sofa or something. So yeah, I'll get those clips off and come back in a sec. Right, so there we go. Right, so you can see what I was talking about now, where it comes up and out the way, and then it's just got those two discs that are sat in there. So we just lift those up and get them out of the way. Let's move all my stuff, and we'll set the camera up over here. Right. Right, that's the small one out. Now let's try and get the bigger one out. That's the other one out. So that is our back seats out. So if we go and take a look now, all that space is out. You see right throughout into the boot. So I think now I'm just going to give this a clean up and a tidy, and then I'm going to look at starting to get like the parcel, that rear parcel shelf off, and get all of the seatbelt attachments off as well, because I don't want those to be rattling around while I'm driving. So yeah, so this is the bracket. This is what I was talking about. So those discs just sat in here, and this bracket just went in like that and just clamped them into place like that. So I don't know what this camera's doing, but yeah, so I'll give this a bit of a tidy and come back to you when it's all clean. Right, so we've got the bin bag going. We've got a lot of that, I don't even know what it is, like black rubber shit out. I've took that bit of carpet out. There's a bit of trim that ran up there that I've taken out. And I was just going to call it a day, but I'm actually getting a bit into this. So I'm going to try and get these side bits of carpet out and probably move into the boot, try and strip that out. And then yeah, these just look like they unbolt with a torque screw just there and over there. We're just going to try and get as much of this stuff out as we can. Just thought while I'm here, we might as well go for it. I'm going to leave the carpet here for now, because this runs all the way across the floor. And as I said, we're just going to do the back half of the car for now. And then once we've got the buckets, then these seats can come out and we'll get the carpet down here out. But yeah, I think that trim up there is going to have to come out as well. And I'm hoping I'm not going to have to, the motors that I was fascinating about earlier, I'm hoping they're not going to have to come out. But yeah, so just thought I'd keep you guys updated, because I was just about to start ripping this out and I was like, no, let's give you guys a little update. But yeah, I'll come back once I've made a bit more progress. Right, so it's now quite a lot later, and I apologise because I've not recorded anywhere near as much as I should have. But the back of the car is now empty, as you can see from the state of my garage, and also as you can see from the back of the car. As you can see, it's completely empty. We've done the boot lid itself, all of the boot, the spare wheel, the CD change is gone, all of the trim, all of the carpet, and then if we come around, completely done all of the seats, the the side, not door cards, but side panelling. That shelf's all gone, all of the speakers from up there. So all that's left is the exposed wiring, and just some bits that I still need to hoover up. But yeah, that is all done. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for today's video, because I mean, there is nothing left to take out. Literally, it's all here. And I'd move on to the front, but I need a place to sit to drive the car. And I still, as I said at the start, I still quite want a passenger seat for now. And, you know, at least while I'm driving it at the moment, it still feels like a normal car, because the front's just untouched. But yeah, so I've started looking at bucket seats and harnesses and probably a cage as well, or at least a half cage. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. And next week's video is going to be something massive, huge. I've got planned for it. I'm really excited. I don't want to say anything, so I don't want to. Yeah, it's big. I'm really excited. It's going to completely change the car, and I'm very excited to make that video for you. Or it's going to be a few videos. There's no way I'm getting it done in one weekend. But yeah, so stick around for that. And yeah, thank you very much for watching Project E46.